The country's Trade and Industry Department sent a small group of its staffers to China on a 2-week information gathering visit.
Special economic zones was the initial, catalyst for growth, attracting capital, particularly from the likes of Taiwan, from Hong Kong, from Singapore, and from Western economies, attracting intellectual property, and those SEZs became catalysts for development, catalysts for export, and ultimately catalysts for broader, deeper structural reform in the whole entire Chinese economy.
Transporting a working economic model to another country is a challenge, analysts say. South Africa has the infrastructure in place, built for its industrial development zones, but there was little appetite. Special economic zones are seen as the next step.
But we haven't actually changed the concept fundamentally. Our zones here are little suburbs, parts of a suburb, little industrial complexes with plots of land. The special economic zones in China are big areas, some bigger than the entire Free State.
We have to have a separate conversation perhaps about the software. What are the incentives for capital? How do we free up these zones to attract capital, attract intellectual property, be it domestically, be it foreign, into these zones and be very pro-business and embed those companies through these zones into our domestic and regional economy.
Part of the challenge to successful implementation is the need to create the right environment to attract investment, and that's about making businesses feel special in these zones.
We don't accept them as being completely offshore, outside the South African's monetary and customs area, outside the labour laws of South Africa, outside the financial services laws of South Africa.
South Africa is no stranger to special economic zones or industrial development zones. SEZs have been spoken about for the last decade.
Isn't it time we put in that software to really sort of create that set of incentives to liberalise and ultimately make these dedicated zones successful with having embedded capital in them, embedded businesses, and we can start to scale those zones hopefully into the broader economy.
For these special economic zones to work and work properly, it's essential that all the elements are in place to attract the right kind of investor. I'm Angelo Coppola for CGTN in Johannesburg, South Africa.